Welcome to The Wong Reviewer. My name is Will, where I do tech unboxing, tech reviews, and tech tutorials. And in today's episode, I am going to be reviewing the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse. And I actually did receive this as a Christmas gift from my family. And what it's supposed to do is this mouse here is supposed to help reduce muscle strain on your shoulder, on your arms, and on your wrists, and just by the way you're holding it. In today's video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the mouse. I'm also going to review the features and functions of the mouse as well as the build quality. However, I'm also going to do an in-depth tutorial on how to set up your buttons using the Logitech software to customize it to your general workstation or to a specific application. As you're watching the video on the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse and you find the video helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. Before I unbox the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse, let's take a look at the advertised features and functions. It states it's an advanced ergonomic mouse. When I open it up, on the left-hand side, it has the vertical mouse software that allows you to customize the different buttons. It has notification and status for the battery, application-specific settings, button and key customizations. And on the right-hand side is the MX Vertical Mouse itself. On the back of the box, it advertises it has a natural handshake position to prevent forearm from twisting. It has a 57-degree angle for optimal ergonomic posture and performance. It also states that there's a 10% reduction in muscular strain. Some additional specs: it has 4 times less hand movement, so reduces muscle fatigue. It has a cursor speed switch, which instantly adjusts DPI for faster or more precise cursor movement. I'm starting to wonder if I can use this for online gaming. It has an easy switch and flow enabled function, which allows you to put up to 3 different devices and seamlessly switch between them. It has fast rechargeable battery, and it states it can get 3 hours on 1-minute charge or 4 months on a full charge. I'm not going to do this unboxing nicely. I'm just going to destroy the box to get it out. Here is the USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and here is the wireless USB dongle. Let's take a closer look at this mouse. It has the Logi brand on top of the mouse. It's made of hard plastic. It has a button on top here, and on the side there's 2 additional buttons. All 3 buttons are customizable in the Logitech app. On the side here is a rubber-like material with grooves to help better grip the mouse. It goes all the way around right out to about here. Overall, it does feel nice when I was trying it. Here is the left and right mouse button. Here's the scroll wheel. My only gripe is the scroll wheel feels a bit loose. I wish there was a way to make it stiffer as I move it up and down. At the bottom, you have the skates to help it slide across different surfaces. Here is the on-off switch. Here's the optical sensor. And here's the 3 different channels that allow you to connect up to 3 different devices. You can select between 1 to 3. In terms of fit and finish, it does feel pretty nice. I was pleasantly surprised how light this mouse was. In my head, I was assuming it was going to be heavier because it's a vertical mouse, so I thought it had to be heavier to kind of help stabilize it. But it's not the case at all. Alright, so this is my first time using a vertical mouse. Honestly, it does feel a bit natural to hold a mouse this way. I'm so used to using a traditional mouse or my trackball mouse, so I have a bit of muscle memory. I feel like I have to grip it really hard, otherwise it's going to slip out of my hand, but that's not true, it's in my head. And the scroll mouse, I usually use my middle fingers, but I guess in this case I'll have to adjust and use my index finger. In terms of actual grip, my hand isn't too big and my pinky is not hitting the mat while I'm using it, so it's good. In terms of movement using the skate, it feels pretty smooth, even though I'm demonstrating this on the cutting mat right now. I'm sure it's going to be smoother when it's on a regular mouse pad. On the front of the mouse is the USB-C connection, which I'm going to use to plug in the cable and charge the mouse. After I'm done charging, I'm going to set this up on the Logitech app on my desktop and show you how to customize the mouse buttons. The LED blinks while it's charging. When the LED stays green, it's done charging. On a fast charger, it took about 1 hour and 10 minutes to fully charge it, which isn't too bad at all. When I plug in the USB dongle, it will prompt you to install the Logitech software. I'm going to click Install. I'm going to click Install Logitech Options. I'm going to choose No to share my analytics. I hate it when you have to sign up for them to use your software. I don't know why companies do that. So now I'm forced to create another new account. Initially, it gives you an overview of what the correct posture is and how to adjust the pointer speed. I'm just going to adjust the pointer speed to how I like it. Here's the Logitech Flow that allows you to use your mouse between two devices. I'm just going to do a review of the feature at the high level. However, I am going to do a separate video on how to use and set up the Flow between 3 devices. So stay tuned for that one. I am going to show you how to set the remapping of the buttons. It's quite easy to assign different functions to the buttons. Click on the button you want to change, and from the drop-down menu, choose what option you want. So in this example, I'm going to change the forward to maximize the window and click on the back button to close out. Logitech also allows you to customize button assignments based on the application you use. In this example, I'm going to customize my buttons for Snagit 2021 editor. I'm going to assign the forward to copy and the reverse button as paste. Here's a quick demo of the button assignment that I just set up. So here's my YouTube channel where the window is partially open. I click on the side button to maximize it, and then I click on the reverse button to close the window. Now I'm going to switch over to the Snagit 2021 profile for the copy and paste. Now I'm going to switch over to the Snagit profile for the copy and paste button assignment. I already have Snagit open. I'm going to copy this image by clicking on the forward button, and then I'm going to open a new canvas, and clicking the reverse button is actually my paste button. You can see the image is now copied over. Alright, so that concludes my video of the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse. Overall, I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and I'm pretty happy with it in terms of shoulder, arm, and wrist strain. I've been using it for about 12 hours a day, on top of my working from home and doing YouTube. I haven't found any issues or strain while using this mouse. The only thing I'm still trying to get used to is this crazy grip where you have to hold it like this. And so it's something that I'm still trying to figure out even after 2 weeks. It's probably just a bit of muscle memory I have to kind of figure out. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I will be doing a follow-up video comparing this ergonomic mouse with the Microsoft Sculpt mouse, and then comparing it against my trackball mouse as well. And so I'm going to kind of explain to you which one's my preference and why I think it's the best ergonomic mouse for me. So stay tuned for that video. All right, if you have any questions or comments about this mouse, please leave it down in the comments below. I would love to answer from you. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time. Strain on your shoulder, on your arms, and on your wrist. Just the way that you hold it like this, I guess, like the claw.